Hey, what's up my writing friends, and welcome back to my AuthorTube channel. I'm Ashley, and today I am doing a writing prompt collab. I'm doing a writing prompt collab with two other AuthorTubers, Helene and Madeline Monaghan. What we decided to do is pick a writing prompt and send each other a writing prompt and then film us reading the prompt and coming up with a story, a short story, nothing too fancy, nothing wild and crazy. We're using this as an exercise and just a fun little experiment to see what we could come up with in a short amount of time, and when somebody else picks a writing prompt and we don't have a lot of time to think about what it is, and it's a spur of the moment type deal. Today I just have Helene's letter in the mail, but hopefully Maddie's will be coming a little bit later in the week, so I'm gonna record hers on a separate day. But I'm gonna go ahead and open Helene's, talk about the prompt, read it out loud, and some of the ideas that I'm getting in my head, immediate things that I think about with the prompt, and then I am going to start writing it. I'm gonna open it now. Kind of excited. I'm kind of nervous too. Oh, Helene, you did it so sweet. That is not how I had mine. Oh my goodness. Okay, so I haven't opened it, but this is the card that was inside the envelope. Okay. Oh, well, she has a cute little personal message in there too. I'm not going to read that out loud. But my writing prompt is, why are your hands purple? That is a very good question. Oh my goodness. Okay, that's... All right, Helene. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna sit back here. I have my laptop, but I'm gonna put it on my lap, and then I'm gonna talk about the different things that come to mind when I hear that prompt, and then I'm gonna start writing it. But that's interesting. I don't know what I'm gonna do with that, Helene. That's... Whew, okay, I got this. I'm like panicking right now because I don't know why my hands are purple. I just feel like I should be like, I just ate a lot of grapes, or I just made wine. That sounds like something that I would be doing. But that would more be like my feet. Like I would be stomping grapes. But that would be, I don't know. Like it kind of comes, like what comes to mind when I hear that is I think of like purple blood, like the blood consistency, but like in purple. But I also think of like paint. Like, why are your hands purple? Like, what are you painting? Ooh, so okay, so when I said that, my mind instantly went to like horror, like, which is super weird because I just watched a documentary yesterday and it was horrifying, so I don't really want to be dabbling in horror at the moment. But also something that had come to mind, what if somebody was painting a room purple as like a surprise for somebody else and something else happens? I don't know. Why? I don't know. I don't know why my hands are purple. It's an excellent question. Okay, so I had said I instantly think of maybe the horror with like the paint for a room, or like trying to hide something, or somebody wakes up. I think I'm gonna go with a serial killer who's from a different dimension, but something has happened that has brought them here, like Earth 2021, in a dark alley of a town or a city, and they're waking up and they run into this little girl. And the little girl is like very intrigued by this person who looks a little differently, acts a little differently, and kind of like takes him like home because he's like, that sounds funny, but yeah, okay, hang on. I'm gonna get there. Ooh. Okay, I just thought of something. So what if what if he's a serial killer from a different dimension, let's just say, But when he tries to wash the blood off of his hands, or like the purple, which is the blood, what if when he tries to wash it off, it doesn't wash off? But then, or what if that's, or what if because he traveled through dimensions, or he traveled through time, what if the color purple is him slowly dying because he can't live in another dimension? But how does he get back to his dimension? He has to kill the little girl. Did I just say that out loud? That sounds horrible. This is why I don't write horror. But I'm gonna try this. Or suspense. I guess it's more suspense. Psychological. I don't know. I don't know what this is. It's a short story. I got it. I know what I'm gonna do. I think I want to write this first and then I'm gonna tell you, but I don't think I'm gonna do what I was originally talking about, but those ideas helped me get to this point. So here we go. So I'm still writing. I've got about a paragraph and a half. I'm gonna try to just keep it just under a page, or maybe a page exactly, just so I don't spend, hundreds of pages on this. So I did just finish it, and it took me a little bit longer than I thought it was going to. I finished the prompt and it took me probably about an hour and a half to come up with all of this. So of course it's not perfect. It's definitely not what I'm used to writing, and I feel like I did pretty good for what the prompt was. It ended up being 5 pages with a total of about 2,700 words. I'm not going to read any of this just because it's pretty long, and I'm sure that there are some typos and it might not make a whole lot of sense. I'll figure out maybe if anyone is interested in reading what I came up with in this, reading the prompt, and then within like an hour and a half actually coming up with something. I'll try to figure out something to do for that. I don't know yet. But I'm pretty proud of this. It's definitely not what I'm used to writing. I liked this prompt. I can't wait for Maddie's prompt to come in the mail so I can do the same thing. Hey my writing friends, welcome to the second part of the writing prompt swap with Helene and Maddie. So I read Helene's and I wrote her prompt. I finally got Maddie's in the mail, and I'm gonna open and read hers now, and I'm going to do everything that I did for Helene's. I don't think I have as much time as I did with Helene's prompt. I think I have maybe about 45 minutes or an hour, so I'm gonna try to come up with something in the next 45 minutes or an hour. The card is not opened. I'm opening it now. And this is it. How cute. I love it. Okay. All right. So the prompt from Maddie says, he stared at the bodies on the ground, at the girl covered in blood. Her eyes narrowed as she stood. You're late. Hey, Maddie, that's a good one. I feel like both of my prompts, well, I feel like the one from Helene, that could have gone in any direction, but I feel like the one from Maddie, I feel like it's going to be just as morbid as the first one. Okay, so I'm going to talk about the few things that kind of come to my mind. So I think of a ritual. I think of two people framing someone. He stared at the bodies on the ground. I also could think of like maybe vampires or werewolves. Werewolves. If I made this like, I'm not very strong in like werewolves. If I did something werewolfy, it would be based off of what I've like seen in movies and read a little bit. So the girl. My last one, the one that I did with Helene's prompt, that had a little girl in it. So I don't think I'm gonna do a little girl. So we're saying girl, but I'm thinking maybe like a late teen. What if I did something that was vampire? Like good versus evil? But this is told from the evil vampires. Maybe they snuck into the good vampire lair, or like wherever they stay, their hideout, and ambushed them. But maybe the guy, like that she's saying you were late to, a bad vampire, but was tricking the good vampires and helped the bad one. I really like the vampire. I would like the werewolf too. I've never really written anything werewolf, so I don't know a lot about all of that. I kind of like the ritual too, but those things kind of freak me out right now because I watched a really creepy documentary, so I don't think I'm gonna do the ritual for now. I think I'm gonna do the vampires. I'm gonna sit back so I'm a little more comfortable, because you know that pillow against the wall is super comfortable. I'm still working on it. I had to leave for a second to, I'm cooking supper, so I had to like move all the stuff into the oven, but I'm still working on the story. I feel like this is much more difficult of a topic than the one that Helene gave me, but I'm working through it. I'm gonna try. I really love this prompt. It definitely tells me where I'm weak at, and which I definitely needed to know, so I'm still, hopefully I can get like my point across in the story without it feeling rushed or things are missing. So I'm gonna keep working on it, but I just wanted to kind of give you guys an update. Sorry if you guys can hear the fan. I had to turn it on because people started coming home and now they're kind of being loud. I have about 30 minutes left of writing to do, so I'm going to go ahead and push that out now. I will give you a final update on Maddie's writing prompts in a little bit. Sorry, I had to put my hood on because it got really cold in here and my ears get super cold. I finished Maddie's prompt and it ended up being 3 pages and a little over 2,000 words. It was a little bit shorter than Helene's, but I feel like this prompt was a little more difficult than Helene's. It was an amazing prompt and I was trying to make it different than my first prompt, so both of them weren't kind of the same genre. This was crazy. I mean, I've learned so much in these last couple of days doing these prompts than like I had in my writing in a really long time. I learned so much doing this prompt swap that I wouldn't have learned all of this if we hadn't have done this. So this was super fun. That is everything for this video. I want to thank everybody so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you ever think of doing a writing prompt collab with any of your other AuthorTube friends or writing friends, definitely let us know and we can check it out. But thank you guys so much for watching. Comment, like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you know whenever I post another video. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram, and subscribe to my newsletter, and have an awesome day.